Hello and welcome back to the Satisfactory, and then it is episode 6, I guess. It wasn't, uh, weren't here for a while. There's a few reasons which I will talk about a little bit later. And yeah, first we'll start with today's plan, and today's plan is talk why there was no episodes for 6 months and what's changed. So, first of all, where was dissatisfactory in and what's was happening with it. And first, as I said, that there was a few reasons for that. Don't mind that lag because we are in experimental build. Uh, One of the reasons is I got tired of Satisfactory for some time, and because I had played it before in my other roles without the video, and I did have performance issues with my old PC because I have ultra wide high resolution screen, and my old video card and the PC didn't run it well. Oh, and yeah, the second reason was the PC problem. Now I fixed both of those, so I didn't play Satisfactory. I would say for 5 months maybe, and I did upgrade my PC to a much better one, which runs smoothly with current setup. Uh, yes, so and that's why I'm back. Okay, it is maybe more. That's why I was gone. No, I am back. So for today, we're gonna take a tour for what's changed. I did play it offline for few, not few times, but for a while. I did play it with old PC a little bit because without recording, performance was a little bit better and I could play it normally. And I did play after getting new PC. I will show what's new. There's a little bit spoilers as well as these two buildings. So, as you remember, this is the old base, old generators which work on biofuel. As you can see here, we have beer capacity, which I will show later because we have coal power now. So what's changed in main base? First of all, I did rework this copper node. It is Ampere copper node, which I changed. As you can see, for miner Mach 2, producing 60, and now this node I'm producing only copper sheets. This is conscious decision because I have there another copper node, which, if I'm not mistaken, is normal one or even pure. Let's see it. And this one, it's normal, yes, because with minor Mach 2 we have 120. So here I am making wires and copper coils. It was called. So go here, we see wires. Okay, it's wires and cables. I split them because I want to maximize my production in these two close nodes and try to smelt, for example, copper, bring to one place, and then make the end products would be a little inefficient in place part. So it will take a lot of space, a lot of belts, and I don't feel like it. One more reason because is that in this playthrough I want to do like node production. For example, as we can see, well, as these examples, we have two copper nodes, and which node or nodes nearby will do one thing. In this case, one copper node does two outputs, and this copper node does one output. Here we have two iron nodes, normal ones, which for now is as an old setup. That is that it smelts iron and makes screws, bars, and plates. But I would change it to one reason because I have steel here, my miner Mark 1, and there as well, so I can upgrade those guys. And because I want to do here in this general area, those shadows are flickering as crazy. On here I make iron protection, so I wouldn't clog up my main base with these constructors and smelters. I want to use main base for more complicated things which use these simple and basic components. So this is what's changed in our main base, but here we can see that we have few more stuff. First of all, this is a bridge. I don't know if you can see bridge here, but this bridge will just goes through a map, so I have kind of quick access to everything, and I'm planning to do in general areas. For example, if we scale here, so from here I will collect my resources with trucks and put it on train, and then I will make a train track around the map. This is the end goal. And here is first of all flickering texture, and second of all is the line which brings us will bring us steel, because we have there this big building is for steel. I bring it here cables and conveyor belts for steel. Not only steel, but not copper reinforced plates as well. I'll show it later because it's there. As I said, one option I want to bring my resources by trucks. Another option is here that it's not that far away. I can do this with belts. So this setup didn't change. There's still miner Mark 1. I will rebuild it because I can first of all upgrade my market to Mark 2 and get more concrete from it. And second of all, because I have container storage Mark 2 as well. So let's go and see what's going on with steel. So here are our steel production. This base is divided in two parts. It's hard to see because it's night time, and then the lighting is a bit off, but we have darker gray and lighter gray. I think it's not even gray, but greenish color. So what's in here? Our darker gray part makes us steel ingots. There's two containers which are responsible to storing those ingots. And how it does work? We have here the main distribution center. Here we have 3 lines of coal, which comes from 3 normal coal nodes. Let's see them now. Here we are. There's minus Mark 2 on each one. There's a normal coal node, and 3 of those comes in our building from back. Here are our conveyor belts with that. And iron comes from these. This is one of them. Iron production building. So there is a pure iron node which is smelted in iron ingots. So we can use ingots and coal to make steel. I did manage, as I recall in last episode, we wanted to go on drive hunting for that, and I did manage to find the right recipe to use ingots, not ore, raw, to make steel. Okay, let's get back. But as you can tell, one pure node is equal to 2 normal nodes, but we have 3 normal nodes. So we have one more line. Here it is. which comes from that side. We will visit it later. This is the iron which comes from or that pure iron now the factory. So and then in each floor we have three foundries, which from ingots and coal makes us steel ingots. And there's a coal input, there's iron input, no, it's steel output, and there's iron input. And each floor has the same setup, just uses different input and different output. After smelting, everything goes to here, and each line goes to each container with steel. And then from here we go to our second part of our factory building. I would say it's small factory, mini factory, which divided in two parts. One part makes me steel beams, and for that I used 4 constructors for steel beams, and everything else, other steel makes me steel pipes. And why I choose this setup, one reason is because I will use a lot of alternate recipes which uses steel pipes a lot. So this is the resource I will need in my future production, and steel beam in those recipes isn't that used. So that's why I made it a little bit less a smaller production. If I'm not mistaken, I have 60 steel beams per minute in total, and it's 180 maybe steel pipes, but I forgot already. And here we have the output storing system, which later will be connected to my conveyor belt, which goes to base. Let's check fast the second floor, as the second floor is just a duplicate of first floor, so we can make this a little bit compacter. So here you go, we have steel pipes with the steel beams coming in, steel pipes coming out, and then back in the base outside, coming down to our storage. This is the steel production, which works very good. It filled pretty fast, and now as I am in my third tier of belts, I can, without any hesitation, use my Mark III belts and not worry do I have enough resources or not. So, and here, second line, as you can see that one line goes for speed steel, and there's second line, which is for my reinforced platings for now. I will extend it for other things, which I will explain now. So as are we going to see that production, we can see here another iron node, pure iron node, which half of its production sends it for steel. As I said previously, I will show where it does come, right? And it comes from this iron node. Here is very similar setup as in that node. So we have a miner, which is here, and then 4 smelters in each floor, so we can make iron ingots. Okay, let's go, and I can put gate here, like like that. Yes, there you go. No, let's flip it. So it would go like that. That's good. This is my small getting up line. In update 5 they added update, no, it was update 4, not update 5. So we made this thing so useful to going around and traveling. So and let's follow the second line. As you can see, one iron, a half of iron goes here, and this is the orange building, which should mean that we have here a copper node, and that's this tree. We have one pure copper node. We cannot see that because not because, but because of foundations, but we have miner Mark II, which produces 240 per minute, which means it's pure node. And what we do with that? First of all, we have this part of building which creates iron plates for all iron which comes in from this factory, and then we are combining iron plates with copper wire to make reinforced plates. This production is pretty, I would say, pretty slow. It's only, I guess, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 20. It's something like 25 reinforced plates per minute, but it's more efficient than standard recipe. So if I go here, as you can see, we are using alternative one, and standard recipe uses 6 plates and 12 screws, which makes us only 1 reinforced plate. But here with 10 plates, I have 3 reinforced plates. And as we can see here, we did underclock this machine because we don't have enough production of. Why is it so slow? We should go faster. We don't have enough production of. Let's upgrade it all to Mark 3. You're Mark 3 already. So we don't have enough production of plates to make full 5 of these machines. So, and where we get copper wires. So here we do smelt our ingots. As it is a pure one, we have 4 smelters in each floor. It's similar to iron production, that it's 2 stories. This second one, and our ingot output goes to the bottom. Here we go. Here we have our ingot output and storage, and as we can see, our ingots goes up and back to the second floor. Yes, it says back and forth, going back and forth, but I don't know why I did it. So here we have our ingots. They come out here, which are made in copper wire. It does make a little more than we need for reinforced plates, because I didn't want to underclock, and I was fine with backstuffing it. Maybe I will send it to my main base, but I'm not sure. And here you can see we just making copper wire, and then sending to the bottom to our constructors to make, not constructors, assemblers to make reinforced plates. And one more thing, we're not using all our possible copper in this place. That's why I said previously that we will probably made another line which will bring some copper resources to our base, maybe some other resources, because I didn't check that much for other nodes. Maybe there's another iron node and we can mix them to make other things as well. But yes, this is the copper base. I try to color them so it will be some unified what kind of resource is made here. For example, this iron base, I try to paint light gray, and then black, not black, dark gray. and copper base is orange. As you can see, steel, and in daylight we can see now properly that we have the steel ingots in dark grayish color, and in light bluish, I guess, or greenish color we have the steel beams. It doesn't make sense really, but yeah, still went for that with that. And we have a last thing which changed, which is new, which is our coal production, and it's still there. And let's see. And we are coming close. This last drop. Here we go. Our coal production. Coal power production would be better. So what we have here? We have one pure coal node and one normal one. For now, we're using only one pure node, but from that one pure node, we only using the half of production, even less. So we can see that this one pure node goes to two MK2 belts. It goes like that because I didn't have steel production for that time, so I used the Mark II belts for resource economy. I could probably fix that, but I will not. And then it splits to another two Mark II belts. This Mark 1, and I will change that later, which later goes to our coal production. Now we have only 3 of those. I need to add more, and I think it's part of next episode that we will expand our coal production, not coal, but power production by coal. Let's more correctly. And good thing in this spot that we have ocean, which means that we have many space for our water, which we have here. 3 pumps are making water to power those 3 plants. One pump is making a little bit more water than plant uses. Let's pump uses not uses but makes 120 cubic meters water per minute, but one plant uses 91, and I will show why 91. It maybe will be changed when we will rework our power production by coal. So why 91? Because I fully clocked my coal generator, and then I will now say why I see the power machines as the main, no, not main reason, but that generators are needed, requires overclocking. So if we check the generator, let's go with this one, but let's take out all upgrades. You can see this coal generator makes us 75 megawatts for not per minute, just 75 megawatts, and uses 45 cubic meters of water per minute and 50 coal per minute. If we overclock 2 times, which is 200%, we can see that we receive much more power. Okay, it's not much more power, is the same power output, but now we're using only 25 coal per minute, and if we scale it the same as we scale the clock speed, that it should be 30, or we are now using less coal per megawatt, and we're using only 77 megawatts cubic meters water, which means that we're using less water per megawatt. That's why I think these production machines should be overclocked. Only reason, I just don't know why you're making less than there's a target. I hope it's because of that I'm not using that much energy and it just isn't making this fast, or maybe it's just this target math is incorrect, and it's using this math here, so we don't really make more power per megawatt with overclocks. But anyway, what we have here, anyway, if we even make this use the same amount of resources to make 1 megawatt, we are using less coal generators, which is less space and more compact and efficient factories, which are always good things. So this is the coal production. It will be expanded, and I think we will do the next episode. So this is it for today. Stay tuned, and then let's see you again later.